Okay. So kung sa ano guys, yung ordinary differential equation lang natin, okay, na second order, nagiging quadratic equation siya. Ito naman guys, yung Euler-Cauchy na second order differential equation natin, iba na yung nagiging characteristic equation niya, no? Okay, ito na itsura. Okay, nagiging A times M minus 1 plus BM plus C is equal to 0. Okay, yun na yung bagong characteristic equation, guys. Alright? So, iba na rin yung nagiging, ano natin, na kapag yung root ng M natin is naging real and distinct, ang nangyayari guys, yung nakuha nating root kay M, okay, nagiging exponent siya ni X naman this time, hindi na ni E. Okay, so maganda kung may sample problem tayo, no? Okay, para mas magets natin yan. Okay, so let's compute number 26. Okay, evaluate daw natin yung general solution, okay, of the differential equation, okay, na may x squared y double prime minus 4xy prime plus 6y is equal to 0. Okay, so sa ganito guys, no? Okay, sabi natin, si x squared y double prime mo convert into m times n minus 1. Okay, si x times y prime mo convert naman ito sa m. Si y, okay, mawawala lang yung y natin. So kapag in-expand natin to, magiging m squared minus m minus 4m plus 6 is equal to 0. Combining like terms, magiging m squared minus 5m plus 6 is equal to 0. Okay, generating the roots of this one. Okay, ano yung mga roots na makukuha natin, guys? Mode 5, 3 para sa quadratic equation. Okay naman yung audio, guys, tsaka yung sa presentation, sa PowerPoint. Mode 5-4 lang pag cubic. Mamaya na yung cubic. Meron tayo example yan, guys. Okay. Ang nakuha natin is 3n. Sabi natin, kapag nakuha na natin yung root na to, guys, okay, yung mga root na yan, nagiging exponent ni x. So, this magiging y is equal to c1x cubed. Okay, plus c2x squared lang din ito. Okay? So, observing yung ano natin, guys, yung choices natin, okay, yung answer natin, may kita natin sa letter B lang din ito. Alright. May sample problem naman tayo dun, guys. No? Okay, papakita natin later on. Para sa pag ano naman, x cube, y cube. Okay. Any question, guys, about this one? Alright. I think none naman. Sige, sa mga nag-screenshot, guys, screenshot na siya. Guys, tingin lang kayo sa handouts nyo. Si x squared, y double prime, convert lang into m times m minus 1. Indicate sa handouts. Okay, di ba kapag nasa form ni ax squared times second derivative plus bx times first derivative plus cy is equal to 0, mo-convert yan into a characteristic equation, am times m minus 1 plus bm plus c is equal to 0. Yung x squared times second derivative na convert sa m times m minus 1. Okay, sige, isa-isayin natin. No? Okay, para ma-visualize. Okay? So, itong part na to, guys, x squared y double prime, convert into m times m minus 1. Okay? Yung x times y prime, this one, convert into m. Okay? Tapos yung 6y, constant lang siya. Nagets naman na bakit naging ganun yung first line na equation? So, guys, Sabi natin, okay, itong Euler-Cauchy form natin, yung x squared y double prime mo convert into m times m minus 1. Okay, itong x times first derivative, okay, ang tendency guys, na-convert lang into m. Okay, yung y natin guys, okay, naging ano lang, naging 1 lang siya. Okay, nawala lang. Nagets naman na? Yes, yung C1 and C2, again, interchangeable guys. That's correct. Nagets naman na kung paano nakuha yung first line of equation guys. Okay, pattern out niya lang guys doon sa handouts natin. Okay, punta kayo sa number 27 this time. Okay, if roots daw natin ng m doon sa characteristic equation is naging real and equal, ganito na daw yung form, okay, ng general solution natin. Alright? So, yung ano yung root natin guys, actually, r dapat ito eh. Yung root natin dyan guys, okay, siya pa rin nagiging exponent na x. Pero dito guys, hindi na x yung ano, no? Okay, ginagamit natin din na C1 plus C2x katulad nung last time. Okay, yung x na convert na into ln of x naman. Okay, be careful about this one, no? So, again, dito lang ipa-pattern out guys, ha? Okay, makinig maigi, no? Okay, yung root ni m magiging exponent ni r. Okay, tapos kapag repeating root yan guys, okay, dudugtungan nyo lang ng C1 plus C2 ln of x. Sir, kapag cubic, tapos 3 repeating, gagawin nyo lang guys na y is equal to x raised to r. Okay, C1 plus C2 times ln of x plus C3 ln of x squared naman ito. Okay, si ln of x yung nagkakaroon ng exponent. So, punta tayo sa number 27. Ito ata guys, mali yung mga exponent. It should be negative. Okay, negative 8 yan, negative 6, negative 4, negative 2. Okay, again, si x squared by double prime, convert into m times m minus 1. Si xy prime magiging m. Si 16y magiging constant lang na 16. Okay, so pag nag-expand natin ito, maging m squared minus m plus 9m plus 16 is equal to 0. Okay, combining like terms, m squared plus 8m plus 16 is equal to 0 lang ito. Okay, generating the roots of this one, ano yung makukuha natin guys? Okay, so dahil isang root lang yung nag-appear sa calc natin, okay, we can assume na, okay, it is a repeating root. Safe to assume, okay, na it is repeating root. So, dahil repeating root ito guys, yung root na lumabas, okay, gagawin nating exponent ni x. Okay, dahil dalawang beses nag-repeat, ito is magiging C1 plus, okay, C2 ln of x lang din ito. Okay. So, answer natin dito, okay, nakalimutan lang yung negative na ilagay. Okay, it must be na kay letter 6. So yung elimination of arbitrary constant natin guys, problem number, hindi ko sure kung number 4 or number 5. Okay, galing lang din yun sa Euler-Cauchy guys. Yung may C1 plus C2 ln of x plus C3 ln of x squared. Guys, di ba nasa handouts yun? Wala ba yung sa handouts? Ito, yung case 2. Yung additional na sinulat natin. Okay. Okay na. Alright. Punta tayo sa case 3 naman natin ng Euler-Cauchy. Kapag ano siya guys, imaginary root, yung nakukuha natin. So, yung nakamultiply kay I, sa loob ng sign, nakamultiply siya kay ln of x. Sabi nga natin guys, yung mga x, pagdating kay Euler-Cauchy, nakakonvert siya into ln of x. Yung mga i naman, nakakonvert into x natin. Parang ganun yung nangyayari. So, tignan natin ito guys. Okay, evaluate natin yung general solution. Okay, nung naka-Euler notation na to. No? Okay, so si x squared, d squared natin guys, we can convert that into m times m minus 1. Si xd, pwede natin i-convert into m. Okay, yung constant dyan, as is lang natin. Okay, distribute. So, ang tendency nito guys, mag-zero out itong dalawa. So, matitira sa atin is m squared plus 4 is equal to 0. Okay, ano yung mga roots na lalabas dito, guys? So, ang roots natin, okay, naging positive, negative, 2i lang din ito. Sabi natin, okay, yung nakamultiply kay I, okay, minamultiply natin sa loob ng sine and cosine sa ln of x. So, ito guys, may equivalent din kay y. Okay, C1 sine ni 2. Okay, ln of x natin. Okay, plus C2 cosine ni 2. ln of x lang din ito. Sir, pwede rin ba mag-interchange yung C1 and C2? Pwede po ba mauna si cosine kaysa kay sine? Yes, guys. Pwede rin mauna. Okay? So, answer natin dito. Okay, okay. Makikita lang din natin kay letter A. Okay. So, question guys about this one. Sir, pag C3 po ba magkakaroon pa ng isa pang sign? Anong C3 guys? Okay, pag sine and cosine guys, dalawa lang sila nag-exist. No? O hindi pwedeng tatlo. Dapat laging partner. Imposible yung tatlo guys. Sir, bakit po kasi hindi ulit sinasama yung negative? Okay guys. Bakit kaya nawawala yung negative? Actually, di naman nawawala yung negative. Tandaan nyo lang guys, expansion ni, ano natin? Okay, ni sin theta. Sin theta is equivalent to e raised to j theta minus e raised to j theta, negative j theta. Isin natin. Negative j theta, okay, all over j2. Ayan yung ano guys, okay, e raised to root I, e raised to negative root I. Okay, si cosine theta naman equal kay e raised to j theta, okay, plus e raised to negative j theta all over 2. Hindi nawawala guys, okay, yung negative 2i. Siya na mismo guys, si sine at si cosine. Okay, composition niya ni sine and cosine. Hindi naman siya nawawala. Okay, parang ang consider lang natin guys is yung pinaka, okay, numerical coefficient regardless ng sign. Kasi component na siya ni sine and cosine mismo. Hindi siya nawawala. Yes naman. Kung saan napunta yung sine and cosine natin guys? Saan napunta yung negative 2i na part? Okay. So, punta tayo guys kay kay case 4. Last case ng ano natin guys, Euler-Cauchy. Okay, kapag nasa form tayo ng, okay, sorry for this one, mali na naman to. Okay, hindi dapat yan yung parenthesis, ganito dapat. Okay, hindi dapat dito yung parenthesis, dito dapat. Rewrite ka lang guys ha, it should be y is equal to x raised to a. Okay, C1 sin ni. Okay, it should be b times ln of x dapat ito guys. Okay, plus C2 cosine ni. Okay, b times ln of x lang ito. Okay, sorry for this one guys. Okay, pakibago na lang yung nasa handouts natin. Mali yung naka-indicate yan. So, para pinagsama lang ulit na case 1 tsaka case 3 natin ito. Alright. So, mga nag-screenshot guys, sige, screenshot yun eh. Okay, sa mga magbabago guys, okay, kindly, ano na lang din, pakibago na lang. Mali yun na indicate natin sa handouts na formula. Alright, let's proceed sa number 29. Okay, evaluate daw natin yung general solution of the differential equation. Okay, so itong second x squared times second derivative, sabi natin, equal lang kay m times m minus 1. Okay, si x times first derivative, gagawin natin na m. Si 25y, okay, constant lang mismo yung may iwan. So it is may m squared minus m minus 7m plus 25 is equal to 0. Combining like terms again, so it is may negative 8m. Siyempre may m squared sa unahan, okay, plus 25. Generating the roots of this one, ano yung mga makukuha natin, guys? Okay, so it is equivalent lang din kay 4 plus minus 3i lang din ito. So in this case, okay, sabi natin yung real part, okay, yun yung naging exponent ni x. Yung imaginary part, okay, yun naman guys, yung nagiging multiplier, okay, ni ln of x sa loob ni sine and cosine. So in this case, no, okay, ang magiging general solution natin for this Euler-Cauchy differential equation, okay, na kay letter C lang din ito. Alright. Question guys about this one. Okay. So, let's proceed sa number 30. Sa mga nag-screenshot pala guys. Screenshot nyo lang. Okay na tayo. Alright. I guess, pwede na. So, ito yung nagtatanong kanina. So, sir, paano na kapag naka-cube? Okay? Kung i-represent natin guys na si y is equal to x raised to m, di ba corresponding first derivative niyan, that will be m times x raised to m minus 1 lang ito. Second derivative magiging m times m minus 1 x raised to m minus 2. Nakikita na yung pattern guys. So, third derivative natin, that will be equal to m times m minus 1 times m minus 2 times x raised to m minus 3. Okay? In that case, ang ipapalit natin guys kay x cubed times the third derivative is si m times m minus 2 times m minus 1 times m minus 2. Okay? Tapos ganun lang ulit sa iba. X squared times second derivative, m times m minus 1. Okay? Sa x times first derivative, m lang. Kay 6y, matitira lang yung constant. So, expand natin to guys. Magiging m times m squared minus 1 minus 2m, magiging minus 3m plus 2. Okay, plus 5m squared minus 5m minus 2m minus 6 is equal to 0. Distribute pa ulit. So, m cubed minus 3m squared plus 2m. Okay, plus 5m squared minus 7m minus 6 is equal to 0. Isa pang combining like terms. Negative 3m plus 5m magiging plus 2m squared. 2m minus 7m magiging minus 5m. Okay, minus 6 is equal to 0. So, punta na tayo sa mode 5-4. Okay, for cubic equation. Ano yung makukuha natin dyan, guys? Alright, so makukuha natin is 2, negative 1, and negative 3. Since distinct roots ito guys, okay, lahat ng yan magiging exponent ni x. So magiging y is equal to c1, okay, x squared plus C2x raised to negative 1 plus C3x raised to negative 3. Okay? Wala siya sa choices. Kapag negative exponent, pwede nating pilitin na mag-positive yan. Okay, ilalagay lang natin guys sa denominator. Okay, para maging positive yung exponent. So in this case, okay, yung may x squared, may 1 over x, tsaka may 1 over x cubed, may x squared. Okay, 1 over x, may 1 over x cubed. So definitely, naka-letter A na kagad ito guys. Okay, sir, pwede mag-jumble-jumble yung ano namin? Okay, kasi name ako na? Yes guys, pwedeng mag-jumble-jumble yan. Walang Euler-Cauchy guys doon sa pairs natin. Guys, in derivation, ito lang yun. Okay, yan guys, oh. Yung e raised to j theta kasi natin, okay, minus e raised na negative j theta, okay, over j theta equal kay sin theta. Okay, medyo mahaba-haba ito masyado guys. Okay, kung i-derive natin isa-isa yung cases, mapupuruhan yung ibang topics. Okay. Memorize na lang natin siya. Okay, madali lang naman kami sabihin guys. Okay, with respect to roots lang naman, ipa-pattern out mo. Susundin niyo lang guys yung parang nasa pairings, no? Yung ordinary differential equation. Pag Euler-Cauchy siya guys, okay, yung e papalitan niya lang ng x. Okay, yung x papalitan niya lang ng ln of x. Alright, punta tayo guys sa number 31. Okay, this one, okay, pwede natin makita sa Paris, no? Okay, yung general solution. Okay, general solution, particular solution, okay, ng ano natin guys. Okay, methods of undetermined coefficients. Ito. Method of undetermined coefficients. Sa 8th ed, nasa 331 siya guys. Alright? So, kapag naka-equate sa constant, guys, okay, yung ano natin, okay, yung, tawag dyan, naka-equate sa constant yung differential equation natin sa left side, okay, constant din yung magiging particular solution natin. P of x stands for the particular solution. Okay, kapag naka-form daw na ax raised to n, okay, nagiging na lang siya polynomial up until pabawas ng isa yung exponent up until mag-end up ka sa constant. Okay, kapag may e daw guys, ito daw yung form natin, yan yung kailangan natin. Okay, so paano natin guys i-solve this one? So yung particular solution nito guys, okay, naka-equate siya sa 3e raised to 5t. So we can say na yung particular solution natin, okay, equivalent lang din ito guys kay a times e raised to 5t lang din ito. Just like nung sinabi na nasa Paris natin. Sa mga naka-ano naman guys, okay, naka-9th ed. Okay, ito, yung particular solution natin nasa 327 naman. Alright. So, kunin natin separately yung first derivative at up until second derivative naka-indicate dito, no? So, ito guys, magiging 5a e raised to 5t. Okay, then second derivative magiging 25a e raised to 5t lang din ito. Alright? Itong ano natin guys, okay, y natin naka-multiply sa negative 12, no? So, it can be converted into negative 12a e raised to 5t. Itong y prime naman natin guys, the original equation, naka-negative 4y prime. So, this will be equivalent lang din guys kay, okay, negative 20a e raised to 5t. Tapos si y double prime as is lang, guys. Rewrite na lang natin. As is lang na 25 e raised to 5t. So, pag pinag-add natin yan, guys, okay, yung magiging y double prime minus 4y prime, okay, minus 12y. Okay, it seems like same lang din siya, guys, kay 25a e raised to 5t minus 20a e raised to 5t minus 12a e raised to 5t. Okay, so pag sinimplify natin yan, guys, saan pa magiging equivalent? Itong left side, 3e raised to 5t lang din siya. No? Ito, pag sinimplify natin yung right side, saan naman equivalent, guys? Kahit yung coefficient na lang, anong kahirap kayong i-type yung e raised to 5t? Ilan yung 25a minus 20a minus 12a? Okay, so may equal lang yan kay negative 7a, e raised to 5t lang din ito. Okay, with that, okay, we can cancel na, guys, okay, yung e raised to 5t ng both sides. This one. Okay, so para makuha natin, guys, yung a, let's divide both sides by negative 7. So, in this case, ang maging a natin, guys, maging equal lang kay negative 3 over 7 lang din ito. Okay, with that, okay, ang magiging particular solution natin, substitute lang natin si a, no, as negative 3 over 7. Okay, multiply lang natin yung e raised to 5t dito. So, with this, okay, ang magiging particular solution natin, guys, okay, equivalent lang din kay letter B. Alright? Question, guys, about this one. Guys, screenshot nyo lang. Okay na tayo dito. Okay. Let's proceed, guys. Okay, paano naman kapag general solution, okay, yung pinapahanap sa atin. Okay? So, pag general solution naman yung hinahanap sa atin, guys, ganito yung gagawin natin. Okay, add lang tayo ng blank presentation. Okay, so si general solution kasi natin, guys, okay, it is equivalent sa homogeneous solution plus tong particular solution natin. Sir, ano ba yung homogeneous? Kapag yung differential equation natin, guys, naka-equate lang siya sa 0. So, pilitin natin na, ano muna, no? Y double prime minus 4y prime minus 12y is equal to 0. Okay, so yung makuha natin na solution dito, guys, homogeneous solution yan. Okay? So, ito pwede natin i-convert into d squared minus 4d minus 12 times y is equal to 0. With this, ano yung mga roots na ma-obtain natin, guys? Okay, so makuha natin root are 6 and negative 2. Okay? So dahil ordinary lang tayo, guys, di naman Euler-Cauchy, no? Okay, ano lang tayo, no? I-raise, ito is magiging exponent lang ni E. So, homogeneous solution natin dyan, guys, that will be equal to C1 e raised to 6. Ano ginamit natin na variable? 60. Okay, plus C2 e raised to negative 2t lang ito. So, para ito, guys, tinatawag natin na okay, homogeneous solution. So, para makuha natin general solution, yung homogeneous solution na yan, guys, add lang natin sa na-obtain natin kanina, okay, na particular solution. Okay, so dugtong lang natin dito yung negative 3 over 7 e raised to 5. So, in this case, ito naman guys yung general solution natin. So, ganyan lang yung pagkuha guys ng general solution using yung tinatawag natin na undetermined coefficients. Alright. Question guys about this one. Sir, nasa Paris din po ba yung format ng guys, yung tinakil natin last time. Homogeneous, naka-equate lang yun sa zero. Okay, yung differential equation natin guys, naka-equate lang sa zero. Naturo na natin yan last time. Yung homogeneous part. Saan ba yung nakalagay? Hanapin ulit natin. Parang nawala. Ito pala, ito. Ordinary differential equation of higher order. Ayan guys, okay, naka-indicate dyan yan sa pang-homogeneous. Paano walang naka-indicate? Sir, pag wala po naka-indicate, always order lang po ba? What do you mean na always order lang? Okay, para kasi makuha yung characteristic equation, masisilip mo yon using Euler. Euler or Euler-Cauchy? Hindi Euler guys yung isa. Okay, ordinary lang yun. Ordinary differential equation na higher order. Okay, yung kapag may derivative tapos may nakamultiply na x raised to kung ano yung derivative na binanggit, okay, yun yung Euler-Cauchy. Pero yung isa, ordinary differential equation lang yun. Hindi siya Euler. Gets naman. Silip naman guys kung ordinary lang siya or Euler-Cauchy. Malalaman niya naman kaagad din. Okay, based dun sa itsura ng guys, differential equation. Ito guys, ordinary lang. Wala naman nakamultiply na x squared kay second derivative eh. Okay, ordinary differential equation lang. Pag na ganitong form, saka lang kayo mag-Euler-Cauchy guys. Kapag second derivative, may nakamultiply na x squared. First derivative, may nakamultiply na x. Okay? There's a big difference between the ordinary differential equation tsaka Euler-Cauchy. Tignan nyo lang maigi guys yung form ng differential equation. Nasa handouts naman natin guys, no? Okay, yung discussion din. Observe carefully. Okay. Sa mga nag-screenshot guys, na-screenshot na ba yung first part and second part? Okay na. Okay, let's proceed. Okay. Let's proceed guys. Okay, sa next question natin. Okay, naiba na yung niya guys. Okay, yung naka-equate sa kanya sa right side. Pag either sine or cosine daw yung meron tayo, this one, no? Okay, C times cosine ni kx or B times sine ni kx or combination of the both. So, ano nangyari daw guys? Ang nagiging particular solution natin, A times cosine ni kx plus B times sine ni kx. Okay, so let's do that, no? Okay, dahil sin ni 2x na meron tayo dito, guys, ang gagamitin natin na particular solution, okay, will be A times cosine ni 2t. Okay, plus B times sine ni 2t lang ito. Alright? Get natin yung first derivative nito, guys. Okay, this will be equal kay negative 2a. Okay, sine ni 2t na to, no? Sine ni 2t. Okay, plus 2b cosine ni 2t lang din ito. Okay, mabot na tayo ng second derivative. So, apply tayo ng second derivative. Magiging negative 4a lang ito. Cosine ni 2t. Okay, minus 4b sine 2t naman ito. Okay, apply ulit natin guys yung ano natin, no? Okay, yung may multiply tayo. Okay, doon sa y prime tsaka sa y double prime. So, doon ulit tayo guys kay negative 12y. Okay, so ito is may equivalent lang din sa okay, negative 12y natin, may negative 12a cosine 2t. Okay, minus 12b sine 2t. Okay, tapos kay negative 4y. Okay, y prime natin. Okay, ng particular solution. Okay, so multiply natin may negative 4, yung y prime. Tapat natin si cosine kay cosine 2t dito sa unang term. So ito yung una natin i-multiply by negative 4. So magiging negative 8b cosine 2t, okay, plus 8a lang ito, sine 2t naman ito. Okay? And then si y double prime natin guys, okay, as is lang ito. Okay, lagay lang natin si negative 4a cosine 2t, no? Okay, minus 4b sine 2t ito. So, pag pinag-add natin yung both sides na ito, guys, okay, di ba dapat mag-equal sila kay sine 2t natin. Okay? Sir, paano yung sa cosine? Dahil wala namang cosine na nakalagay kayo sa left side, let natin yun na 0. Okay, yung coefficient niya. Ito guys, para may 1 na multiplier lang dyan. So, equate lang natin yung coefficient ni cosine ni 2 theta, 2t, dito guys kay 0, and coefficient naman ni sine 2t kay 1. So, dun muna tayo sa coefficient ni cosine ni 2t. So, negative 12a minus 8b minus 4a. Combining like terms, magiging negative 16a. Okay, minus 8b, dapat ito daw mag-equal sa 0. So, this will be our first working equation. Sa coefficient naman, guys, ni sine 2t natin, okay, this will be equal, guys, kay, okay, 8a natin, okay, minus 16b, okay, equal lang naman ito sa 1. Okay, so yan yung magiging second equation natin. So we have two equations to unknowns. Ano yung makuha natin na value ni A? Ano yung makuha natin na value ni B dito, guys? Guys, multiply lang by negative 4. Yung nakuha natin na first derivative. Okay? Multiply mo by negative 4, yung first term ng first derivative, that's 1. Yung nakuha natin dito, negative 4 times negative 2a sine 2 theta, that will become positive 8a sine 2 theta. Okay, tapos ito guys, multiply by negative 4. Okay, negative 4 times 2b cosine theta, negative 8 cosine 2t. Okay, parang same lang ng approach dun sa previous problem. Guys, galing lang yan dito sa left side ng equation natin. Okay. So, ano yung makukuha nating values ni A and B? Okay, A natin is 1 over 40. B natin is negative 1 over 20. So, in this case, ang magiging particular solution natin, this will be equivalent lang din kay 1 over 40 cosine ni 2t. Okay, minus 1 over 20 sine ni 2t lang din ito. Alright? So, that will be our okay, needed na particular solution. Okay, so answer natin. Ayan. Okay, na kay letter B ka agad. Okay. Sige, copy niyo muna. Magsabi lang guys kung okay na. Okay sa mga nag-screenshot, sa mga nagka-copy. Tandaan yan guys kapag either hindi present si cosine or hindi present si sine, isa lang yung present one at a time, gagawin niya lang guys, zero yung coefficient ng other one, nung nawawala. Okay. Okay na po. So, let's proceed sa number 33. Find a particular solution, okay, for a differential equation. Okay, same yung left side, pero yung right side naging 2t cubed minus t plus 3 natin. Okay, so how about that one? So ito guys, pwedeng tuloy-tuloy ito eh. Ax raised to n plus bx raised to n minus 1 and so on and so forth hanggang sa maging constant. Basta kung ano yung may highest degree mo guys, yun din yung highest degree ng particular solution natin. Okay, so what do we do, no? So yung magiging particular solution natin dito guys, set up natin na at cubed plus bt squared plus ct plus d lang din ito. Okay? So hanggang second derivative na naman. So apply natin ng first derivative. Equal ang ito guys kay, okay, 3at squared, okay, plus, okay, 2bt lang ito, plus c. Apply na naman ng another derivative. So it is magiging 6, okay, 80, okay, plus b lang ito. Okay, ganun lang ulit guys. Okay, isa-isayin natin. Okay, ano natin guys, particular solution, multiply natin by negative 12. So this will become negative 12at cubed minus 12bt squared minus 12ct, okay, minus 12b. Si first derivative guys, multiply natin by negative 4. So this will become negative 12at squared, okay, minus 8bt, okay, minus 4c lang ito. Okay, and then lastly, sa second derivative as is lang. So this will become 680 plus b. So pag pinag-add natin yung both sides na yan guys, dapat daw ang makuha natin is 2t cubed. Sir, walang t squared. Just like nung sa previous, ano natin guys, okay, previous problem natin, kapag hindi siya present, sinizero lang natin yung coefficient niya. Okay? Minus t, okay, plus 3 lang din ito guys. Nade-delay yung sulat. Sorry for that. Okay, mabagal ata yung internet guys. For now, okay naman na. Okay. Pag bumabagal yung sulat guys, that means medyo bumabagal yung connection. Nawawala ba sa lahat yung share screen? Sa akin, okay naman. Sa iba, nawawala din. Okay, medyo bumabagal yung internet connection, guys. Sorry for that. For now, nawawala pa din, guys. Or okay naman na. Okay, may delay lang sa sulat. So, dito guys, yung magkatapat, equate lang natin. Okay, so dun tayo sa may mga t-cube. Ang coefficient nung sa may t-cube natin guys, okay, meron tayong negative 12a. Okay, dito naman guys sa baba, meron tayong 2. So, solving for a on this one, ano yung pinakamakukuha natin guys? Sorry. Yes. It must be 2b. My bad. So, 2b dapat ito. That's correct. So, makukuha natin is negative 1 over. Okay, 6 ito guys. Okay. Doon naman tayo sa may t squared. Okay, so ang meron tayo dyan guys is negative 12b minus 12a, ito daw dapat mag-0. So substitute lang natin, yun na kaka-obtain lang natin na a, no? Okay, na negative 1 over 6. So in this case, ano naman yung makukuha natin na value ni b? Alright, so nakuha natin na b equal lang to sa 1 over 6. Next, punta naman tayo sa coefficient ni t. Meron tayo diyang negative 12c minus 8b plus 6a. Ito daw dapat mag-equal kay negative 1. Same approach guys. Okay, wala pa tayong c. Yung b natin, kakakuha lang natin na 1 over 6. Si a natin, nakuha natin na 1 over 6. So solving for c dito guys, ano yung makuha natin na coefficient ni c? Medyo late niya. Ayun. Kakaano lang. Okay, so makukuha na natin guys is, okay, c natin is negative 1 over 9. Okay, or you can solve it naman guys. Okay, naka-pattern out naman yan dito. No need na hintayin ako guys. Okay, naka-column naman na siya. So, pwedeng you can do it on your own. Okay, ayan guys. So, coefficient ni t, i-add nyo lang yan. Yung magkakahanay na yan. Okay? So, silip naman na yan guys based dito sa nilagay natin na ano guys. Okay na equation. Okay, and then lastly, yung constant term natin guys. Okay, dito sa left side, meron tayong negative 12b. Okay, minus 4c. Okay, plus 2b. So, constant natin dito guys sa baba, okay, equal daw to sa 3. So, this will be equal kay negative 12d minus 4 times negative 1 over 9. Kakakuha lang natin. Si b, 1 over 6 naman yung nakuha. Okay? So, in that case, solving for variable d, ano naman yung makukuha natin yan? Guys, given yung 2t cube dito sa right side, 2t cube. Yung nasa baba, guys, wait lang. Lagyan natin ng, itong nasa right side, nilagay lang natin sa baba. Nagets naman. Yung paglapat natin ng particular solution na y double prime ni particular solution minus 4y prime ni particular solution minus 12y prime ni minus 12y ni particular solution. Ito yun guys. Pag pinag-add natin yung mga yan, ang result, itong nasa right side. Yung nilagay natin sa baba. Okay? Kaya siya naging 2t cubed. Okay? Plus, dahil walang t squared dyan, ilagay natin na 0 t squared. Minus t plus 3. Gets naman? Bakit naging ganon? Okay, may nakamultiply na negative 12 guys kay y. So dapat mamultiply by negative 12. Okay, yung representation natin ni particular solution. Kaya naging negative 12a t cube siya guys. Nagets naman? Hindi ko gets yung bakit magiging 12 ticket, guys. Nagets naman yung ginawa natin, guys? So, ano yung makuha natin na dyan? Okay, d natin na nakuha is negative 5/27 lang ito. So, dugtong lang natin lahat. So, maging particular solution natin, A na nakuha natin is negative 1/6 ni t cubed. B na nakuha natin is 1/6 ni t squared. C na nakuha natin is 1/9 ni t. Okay, D na nakuha natin constant negative 5/27. So, this will be our particular solution. Checking this on the choices, okay, makita lang din natin siya guys kay letter A natin. Okay. Alright. May mga lumabas kasi sa last board exam guys na pinapakuha yung particular solution. Actually, general solution yung hinahanap eh. Okay? So, ganyan lang yung gagawin nyo guys. Okay, kung if ever na ma-encounter nyo ulit yung mga ganitong ano guys. Okay, klaseng tanungan. Okay, mag-base na kayo dito sa handbook, no? Okay, kay 9th edition na kay 327 siya guys. Kay 8th ed na kay 331 siya. Okay, the list. Okay. Question guys about this one? Magsabi lang kung yung next part ng solution na yung titignan guys. This is the first part. Okay. Pasabi lang guys kung okay na tayo. Ay, di natin handle yung internet connection talaga guys eh. Okay, sorry for that. Okay, kung medyo na-delay yung ano natin guys. Okay, presentation. Okay, let's proceed sa ano natin guys, application. Okay, ng differential equation natin. Okay, so first off, okay, yung ano natin guys, no? Okay, tawag dyan, yung growth and decay problem. Okay? So, yan yung ano guys, isa sa mga basic application, okay, ng differential equation natin. So, ano ba nangyayari guys sa growth and decay? Okay? So, in growth and decay natin guys, okay, binabanggit niya lang na, babanggitin naman dito guys, no? Okay, kung ano yung relation ng rate. So, sabi niya, radium decomposes at a rate proportional to the amount present. So, how can we represent that? Okay, in a differential equation. So, yung rate ng ng growth rate natin, guys, proportional daw sa amount present. Okay, that's the representation in differential equation. Okay, so pag ginawa natin ano to guys, okay, direct proportionality or variation. So ito is magiging dq dt. Okay, equal lang sa constant of proportionality k natin times q. Okay? Using variable separable, ito guys magiging dq over q. Okay, equal lang din ito kay k dt. Okay, so integrate natin to both sides. So this will be equivalent lang din kay ln ni q. Okay, equal lang din to kay kt plus. Okay, so para mapalabas natin yung q, gawin natin silang exponent ni e both sides. So in this case, ma-arrive tayo guys na, okay, general solution, okay, yung q natin, equal lang din guys kay c e raised to kt ito. Alright. So it's time naman to get the particular solution. Sabi niya, in 100 years, 100 milligrams of radium daw natin originally na-decompose into 96 milligrams. So at the start, okay, meron pala tayo guys na 100 milligrams. Alright? So yung Q natin guys, 100. Okay, at time natin is equal to 0. Okay, so in this case, ito guys, maging 1 na lang to, no? Safe to say na ang Q natin is equal lang kay 100. So nakuha natin na particular solution, okay, Q natin is equal lang kay 100, e raised to kt lang din ito. Ang problema natin dyan guys, is yung proportionality constant natin. Okay, wala pa. So ang pwede natin gawin, okay, is, okay, isa pang given dyan guys. Sabi niya, after 100 years, na-decompose daw yung radium natin into 96 milligrams. So, ito guys, magiging 96 is equal lang kay 100. E raised to k times 100 lang ito. Alright? So, this will be converted into 0.96 equal lang din kay e raised to 100k. Okay? ln natin both sides. So, ln is 0.96. Okay, equal lang din ito guys kay 100k. So in this case, ang k pala natin guys, equal lang din kay ln na 0.96 over 100. Ayan, para medyo sakto yung sagot. Okay, so yung magiging particular solution talaga natin, okay, Q natin must be equal to, okay, ang lalabas sa atin dyan will be, okay, 100, okay, e raised to t times yung k natin na ln ni 0.96 over 100. So, ang gusto natin malaman guys, okay, ano daw yung Q, okay, kapag yung time natin is nag-elapse na naman ng another 100 years. Okay, nagsagot na. Okay, so, another 100 years, that will become 200 years naman ito guys. Okay, so in that case, magiging Q natin equal lang to kay 100. Okay, e raised to 200. Okay, times ln 0.96. Okay, all over 100 lang ito. Okay, with that, in-answer na ni classmate nyo, no? Okay, it is equivalent lang din sa, okay, 92.16 milligrams lang ito. Alright. Sir, bakit hindi natin i-caltech, no? Okay, baka kasi guys, itanong sa board exam nyo, ano yung magiging equation representing, okay, yung ano natin guys, amount ng radium left, no? Okay, at a particular time t. Okay, baka ganun yung gawin na tatungan. So, dapat guys, medyo kabisado din natin kung paano siya gagawin manually. Okay? Lalong-lalo na guys, si 1001, meron din siyang mga ganung tanungan. No? Yung kinukuha guys, yung equation, no? Okay, nung growth ng ano natin guys, okay, or pag-decay ng element natin. So, be careful about sa pagiging ano guys, no? Dependent sa calculator technique. So, answer natin dito guys, okay, equivalent lang din ito sa letters. Question about this one. So, may mga problem din tayo guys na hindi niya sasabihin na it decomposes at a rate proportional to the amount at any instant. Minsan babaguhin niya yan. Okay? Matatweak na yung ano guys, no? Okay, kung saan proportional yung rate. Any question, guys, about this one? Alright. Sige. Let's proceed sa next problem natin. Okay? Medyo, ano ba, guys? Sobrang lag ba? Hindi ba tolerable yung lag? Okay, hindi naman na masyado. Okay, punta tayo guys sa number 35. Okay, tolerable naman sa iba. Okay, punta tayo sa number 35 guys. The population of a country, okay, doubles in 50 years. Okay, how many years will it be 5 times as much? Assume that the rate of increase is proportional to the number of inhabitants. So, sa ganito guys, okay, gagamitin natin na equation pag may binabanggit na multiplier in a particular year. Equal lang ito kay original population times the multiplier raised to time t over nung time it takes para makuha. Okay, yung multiplier na yun guys. Sabi dito, double daw yung population every 50 years. So we can say yung population equation natin, equal lang sa original population times, double daw ito, okay, every 50 years. So time it takes para matik yung pag-double, lagay lang natin sa denominator na exponent. Alright? Need daw natin makuha, how many years will it be 5 times as much? Okay? So with that, okay, yung population natin dapat 5 times ng original population. So, gagawin natin to guys na 5 times original population equal lang sa original population times, okay, 2 raised to t over 50. So, we can cancel out yung original population. So, 5 natin equal lang kay 2 raised to t over 50. Solving for time t, ilang years yung makukuha natin dito guys? Okay, so makukuha natin around 116.1, okay, years lang din ito. Okay, so among the answers, no, okay, we can say na it is close enough, okay, kay letter B lang din natin to. Okay. So, okay, screenshot niya lang guys. Alright. Let's proceed sa number 36. Radium decomposes at a rate proportional to the amount present. Tapos ay binigay na half-life. Okay, so pwede natin gamitin yung multiplier kanina, no? So this will be equal kay amount na Q, equal lang sa original amount. Okay, times nung ano natin guys, multiplier natin na 1/2. Na ating daw ito guys every 1,000 years. Okay? So, what is the percentage loss daw in 100 years? Guys, yung Q natin dito, okay, ano ang kuha natin dyan is percentage left. Okay, natitira. So, para makuha natin yung percentage left, okay, plug in lang natin at t is equal to 100. So, saan ba equivalent guys yung 1/2 raised to 100 over 1,000 natin? Gawin na lang natin na 0.5 si 1/2, no? Raised to 100 over 1,000. Ilan ito, guys? 0. Hindi pa yun yung tanong, guys. Okay, 0. Okay, 933 ni QO. Okay, yung makukuha natin dito, guys. Okay? Therefore, percentage left natin, guys, equal pa to sa 93.3% ni QO. Kaso, ang gusto natin guys is percentage loss. Percentage loss, okay, equal lang ito sa, okay, 100% minus ng percentage loss natin. Okay, so this will be equal guys ko 100%, okay, minus 93.3%. Okay, so nakuha daw na isa sa mga classmate natin guys, equivalent lang din ito sa 6.70%. Alright. So, answer natin dyan. Okay, may kita lang din natin kay letter A. So, tandaan lang yan guys ha, pag may in-indicate na multiplier, okay, gamitin lang natin yung general formula na, okay, yung amount equal sa original amount times the multiplier raised to instantaneous time t over no time it takes, okay, bago makuha yung multiplier na yun. General formula na yun guys. Basta may multiplier na naka-indicate. Okay, number 34, walang multiplier, no? Okay, kaya nag-DE pa tayo sa kanya, guys. Okay. Or pwede nyo gawin dito, guys. Okay, kay number 34, okay, parang 96%, no? Okay, yung pag-decompose every 100 years. So, siguro pwede nating sabihin na Q is equal lang kay QO, okay, times 0.96, okay, times time T over 100 years natin. Okay? Wherein yung QO natin is the original amount. So, Q natin is equal lang kay 100 milligrams times 0.96 times T over 100. Okay, so para makuha natin yung Q, okay, plug in lang natin T is equal to 200. So, 100 times 0.96 over 200, raised to 200 over 100. So, let's check kung parehas lang. Okay, 0.96 squared na lang natin. So, nakuha rin natin guys yung 92 point, okay, 16 milligrams lang using that method. Okay, basta sinasabi niya lang guys, yung rate is proportional to the amount at any instant. Automatically, ganyan yung gamitin niya na, guys, okay, na equation. Okay, balik ba tayo dun sa original problem? Question guys about this one. Alright. So, siguro let's proceed na guys, okay, sa next topic natin, which is the Newton's law of cooling or heating natin. Alright? So, kailan ba nagkakaroon ng law of cooling? Law of cooling natin guys, kapag yung surrounding is mas malamig compared sa object. Okay? So, pag yung temperature ng surrounding mas mababa dun sa object, tendency ng object guys, magpo-cool down. So, Newton's law of cooling, it indicates na yung rate of change daw guys ng temperature, pagbago ng temperature, okay, it is directly proportional dun sa difference ng temperature ng object and temperature ng surroundings. Okay, on the other hand, yung law of heating naman natin guys, baliktad naman ito. Yung temperature ng surrounding mas mataas na sa temperature ng object. So, tendency ng object guys, dahil mas mainit yung surrounding, mag-heat up naman siya. Okay? So, rate of change ng guys, okay, pag-change ng temperature ng object, it is directly proportional naman sa difference ng temperature na surrounding, okay, doon sa temperature ng object natin. So, let's trace this one guys, kung anong gagamitin natin. Okay, Newton's law of cooling, binanggit na sa problem. According to Newton's law of cooling, the rate at which a substance cools in air is directly proportional to the difference between the temperature of the substance and that of air. So, binanggit niya na rin. If the temperature of the air is 30 degrees, okay, and the substance cools from 100 degrees to 70 degrees in 15 minutes, okay, how long daw will it take, okay, to cool 100 degrees to 50 degrees? Okay, so gamitin natin ito guys. Maging, pag in-equation natin yan, rate of change ng temperature ng object equal lang kay K times temperature ng air surrounding natin is 30 degrees. Pag nag-variable separable tayo dyan, guys, okay, rate of change ng temperature, okay, d capital T over capital T minus 30 equivalent to, guys, kay kdt. Integrate natin both sides. So, this is equivalent lang din, guys, kay ln ni T minus 30 equivalent to kay kt plus C. Gawin natin silang exponent ni E both sides. So, ito is magiging T minus 30 equal lang kay E raised to kt ito. Okay? So, para makuha natin, guys, yung C, okay, at time is equal to 0, ang initial temperature ng object natin dyan, sabi dito, guys, laging from 100. So, initially, 100 degrees yung temperature natin dyan. So, with that, okay, may equivalent lang din ito sa, okay, balik tayo doon. Okay, this will be equal to 100 minus 30. Equal lang kay C raised to K times 0. Ito, guys, magawan lang. Safe to say na si C natin equal lang din kay 70. So, magiging particular solution natin dyan, magiging T minus 30. Equal lang kay 70. Okay, E raised to KT lang din ito. Okay, so may binanggit pa na time. Sabi niya, guys, at time is equal to 15 minutes. Yung temperature daw ng object natin, guys, magko-cool down, okay, ng 70 degrees. So, ito, guys, maging 70 minus 30 equal lang kay 70. Okay, E raised to 15K lang ito. So, ito, guys, maging 40 is equal to 70. E raised to 15K. Okay, ito, guys, cancel lang natin. Maging 4 over 7 equal lang kay E raised to 15K. ln natin both sides. ln ni 4 over 7 equal lang din kay 15K. So, K pala natin, guys, ln lang ni 4 over 7 all over 15. So, yung pinaka-particular solution pala natin, that will become T minus 30 equal lang kay 70 E raised to time T times ln ni 4 over 7 all over 15. Okay, transpose pa natin. Sa pinaka-temperature natin, parang 70, no? E raised to time T times ln ni 4 over 7. Okay, all over 15 plus 30. Ayan. So, ano ba yung need natin, guys? Time. Kung saan time down natin, kung saan yung temperature ng object magiging 50 degrees. So, plug in lang natin yung 50 dito. Equal lang kay 70 E raised to. Siguro si T, palitan natin ng alpha x sa calcu. ln ni 4 over 7, okay, over 15 plus 30. So, solving for x or time t natin dyan. Okay, gaano katagal bago siya maging, ano, guys, 50 degrees from 100 degrees na temperature. Okay. So, makukuha natin that is around, okay, 33.58 minutes. Hindi naman na ground off, no? Yung mga saktong values naman yung nilagay natin. Okay, so from the choices, guys, ang pinakamalapit natin dyan, si letter A natin. Okay, question, guys, about this one. Okay, so ito yung second part naman ng solution natin, guys. I kindly screenshot it, guys. Okay na tayo. Okay na guys. Pwede tayo mag-proceed sa next one. Next one ata is this time law of heating. Alright. So, let's proceed kay number 38. Ito is law of heating na ito, guys. Suppose that an object initially having a temperature of 20 degrees is placed in a large temperature controlled room of 80 degrees. Yun na nga. Mas mataas na yung temperature ng surrounding compared sa object. Sabi natin, pag ganyan, ang ginagamit natin, guys, is rate of change ng temperature ng substance, okay, is equal lang directly proportional doon sa difference, okay, nung temperature nung surrounding, which is yung control room, minus na temperature ng object. So, via variable separable, pwede natin itong gawin, guys, na dt, okay, equal lang din over 80 minus t, equal lang kay k, okay, change of time natin. So, integrate natin to both sides. Okay, multiply tayo ng negative both sides, no? Para maging ln itong kabila. So, ln ni 80 minus t, equal lang to kay negative kt plus t lang din. Okay, gawin natin silang exponent ni e both sides again. So, dito guys, ang makuha natin na equation, okay, 80 minus t equal lang din kay c e raised to negative kt. Alright? Next, sinabi niya dito guys, at time is equal to 0, yung object daw natin may temperature na 20 degrees. So, ito guys, magiging 80 minus 20 equal lang kay c is to negative k times 0. Ito guys, makakonvert lang into 1. So, c natin equal lang pala sa 60. Okay? So, magiging particular solution natin dyan, equal lang dito kay 80 minus t. Equal lang din kay 60 e raised to negative kt. So, parang may constant na naman na k. Okay? So, may isa pa naman binigay sa atin dyan, no? After 1 hour daw, guys, okay, yung temperature ng object natin nag-init ng 35 degrees. So, ito is magiging 80 minus 35. Equal lang kay 60 e raised to negative k na lang ito. Okay, so magiging ano lang, no? 45. Okay, equal lang din kay 60 e raised to negative k. Dividing both sides by 60. Ito is magiging 0.75. Equal lang kay e raised to negative k. Okay, ln natin both sides. So, ln ni 0.75, okay, equal lang din kay negative k. So, yan ang yung negative k natin. Plug in natin dito, no? So, yung ano natin guys, maging equation, pwede lang din na 80 minus t equal lang kay 60 e raised to t, okay, times ln ni 0.75. Okay? So, in this case, okay, para makuha natin yung temperature, pwede mong sabihin na temperature ng substance, okay, equal lang to kay 80 minus 60 e raised to t times ln ni 0.75. So, at time is equal to 3 hours, okay, ano daw yung maging temperature ng substance? So, this will be equal kay 80 minus 60 e raised to 3, okay, times ln ni 0.75 lang ito. With this, ano yung makuha natin na temperature din, guys? Okay. So, that is equivalent lang din kay 54, okay, 0.69 degrees ito. Alright. So, answer natin, okay, makikita lang din natin kay letter D. Questions so far, guys? Okay, for this one. Alright. Sige, let's proceed na guys sa next question natin. Okay, rectilinear motion na ata yung next topic. So for number 39 natin guys, an object daw falls from rest in a medium offering a resistance. The velocity of the object, okay, before the object reaches the ground is given by the differential equation, okay, dv dt plus b over 10 is equal to 32. What is the velocity of the object, okay, 1 second after it falls? Okay, ito guys, we can write that as, okay, dv dt, v over 10. So, para maging plus, 0.1v lang ito guys, equal kay 32. Lipat natin yung 0.1v sa kabila. So, it is maging dv dt, equal lang kay 32 minus 0.1v. By a variable separable, pwede natin ito gawin na 32, dv over 32 minus 0.1v equal kay dt. Okay? So, integrate natin to both sides. Okay? Pwede natin i-type sa calc guys, equal lang ito sa, okay, vi to bf, okay, 1 over 32 minus 0.1v dv, equal lang din ito guys kay time t. Ang time na kailangan natin ma-achieve guys is close enough kay 1 second. Okay, initial velocity daw natin guys is starting from rest. It is from rest daw. So, vi natin is 0. Final velocity yung need natin na makuha. Let natin na alpha x, which is yun yung final velocity. Okay, yung v palitan na lang natin guys ng alpha x sa calculate. Okay, with this, okay, i-calc natin bawat isa ito guys. Okay, tignan natin kung alin sa choices natin guys, okay, yung makapag-achieve ng ano natin, no? Okay, ng halos 1 second. So, try natin isa-isa. Okay, integral ni 1 all over 32 minus 0.1x. Okay, from 0 to the final velocity x. Count natin ito guys. Okay, kay 40.54 muna. Nakuha natin is 1.35. Need natin guys 1 second mismo. So, mali na si letter A. Calculate guys. 38.65. So, makuha natin 1.29 seconds. Mali rin ito. Okay. So, try natin guys si 30.45. Ayun. Medyo close enough kay 1. So, safe to answer guys. Okay. It is letter C right away. Ayan. So, kung kayang i-variable separable guys, okay, pwede niyang i-recta na i-integrate na yan. Okay, yung bawat choices natin. Okay, question guys about this one. Alright. I guess none. Sige, let's... Nasundan naman guys, yung ginawa natin sa pag-cut. Okay. Sige, let's proceed na guys sa number 40 naman. Ito yung dilution problem natin. In dilution problem guys, itong tatlong formula yung kailangan natin i-take consideration. So, dq dt natin. Equal lang ito guys kay Ricky Rocco. Okay, sir, ano yung Ricky Rocco natin? Okay, yung ano natin dyan guys, RI stands for the rate of inflow. So, gaano kadami yung pumapasok sa vessel natin? Okay, RO naman natin, it pertains to rate of outflow. Ito naman yung rate nung lumalabas, no? Okay, na ano natin guys? Okay, dun sa mixture. Okay, CI natin, this is the capacity of inflow. Yung capacity guys na kinocompute dyan guys is yung component ng solute, okay, na nilalagay natin sa vessel. Okay, and then CO naman natin is the capacity of outflow. So, ito naman guys, yung dami ng ano, no? Okay, dami ng solute na lumalabas natin. Okay. So, in this case, sa problem natin guys, okay, ang rate of inflow natin, okay, pure water daw is flowing into a tank at a rate of 10 liters per minute. So, yun yung rate of inflow. Dahil pure water lang guys, yung nilalagay natin, pure solvent ito. So, yung capacity of inflow, wala kang solute na pinapasok. So, zero yung capacity of inflow natin. Okay? The contents down of the tank are kept thoroughly mixed, okay, and the contents, so rate of outflow natin, okay, 10 liters per minute lang din ito. Ang problema natin dyan guys, yung capacity of outflow. Okay, tandaan lang natin na capacity of outflow, equal lang ito guys sa, okay, yung content ng ano natin guys, solute sa loob ng tanke or vessel, okay, over nung output volume natin. Okay, output volume natin equal lang sa okay, initial volume. Okay, plus nung rate of inflow natin minus rate of outflow times time t. So, yun yung tatlong equation, no? Na kailangan tandaan. So, VO natin guys, initial volume natin ng tanke, meron daw tayong 100 liters. Rate of inflow, may pumapasok daw na 10 liters kada minuto. May 10 liters din daw kada minuto na lumalabas. Okay, so with this, we can say na yung volume of outflow natin, okay, equal lang din guys sa 100 liters. Okay, so at a particular time t, yung volume ng tanke, it remains constant. So, si ano natin guys, capacity of outflow, we can represent that as Q over 100. Decimal na lang natin, pwedeng 0.01 Q lang pala ito. So, try na natin guys, i-implement si Ricky Rocco. So, ito is maging dQ dt equal lang kay Ri natin na 10, Ci natin na 0, minus Ro natin na 10, okay, times, okay, Co natin na 0.01 Q. Okay, so maging dQ dt natin dyan guys, ito maging 0 na. Ito pag kinumbine natin, maging negative 0.1 Q. Okay, via variable separable, ito guys, may equal lang din sa dQ. Okay, over negative 0.1 Q. Okay, equal lang din ito guys kay dP. So, need natin na time guys, dapat mag 30 minutes. Okay, so i-write lang natin yan guys sa calcu. Okay, gawin na lang natin sa calcu, that is integral ni 1 over negative 0.1 x dx. Initial content ng solute natin na salt is 10 kilograms. Okay, tapos yung final content niya guys, itong nasa choices natin. Kaso naka-grams. Naka-kilograms yung meron tayo dito guys. So pag kinonvert natin yan in grams guys, that is yung given grams. Pag kinonvert natin into kilograms, divide lang natin yan by 1,000. Okay, tapos calc natin guys, yung bawat choices. So try natin yun. Okay, ito guys, yung baba. Okay, gawin lang natin na negative 0.1x, no? Tapos calc natin bawat choices. Dapat mag-ano lang, no? Ay, sorry. Mali pala. Okay, dapat x over 1,000. 1 over negative 0.1x. Okay, from 10, okay, to alpha x over 1,000. Okay, so calc natin ito guys. Subukan muna natin si 412.39. Need natin ma-achieve na time, 30 minutes, no? So, makuha natin dito, guys, lagpas na kay 30 minutes. So, mali ito. Calc natin si letter B, 457.82. Okay, so ito medyo close enough kay 30, pero may butal na medyo malayo. Okay, pag 478.09, okay, may butal din na medyo malayo. Pag tinry naman natin guys si 497, okay, 0.87. Okay, ito yung close enough kay 30 minutes. Okay, so with that, okay, answer natin guys na kay letter D lang din ito. So ganyan guys yung dilution problem natin. Tandaan lang nga yung tatlong formula na to, guys. Lagyan natin ng red box. This one. Okay, ito. Tsaka ito. Yan. So, yung tatlong equation lang itatandaan natin, no? Pag dilution problem. Alright. Question, guys, about this one. Okay, so mukhang wala naman. Sige, let's proceed. Meron pala. Sir, meron po ba na outflow capacity naman po yung given, tapos inflow po yung wala? What do you mean? Yung capacity of outflow natin, guys, laging variable yun. Kasi yung content ng solute natin sa loob, guys, nagbavari yun. Pero yung capacity of inflow mo, yun yung nag-ano, guys. Okay, yun yung fixed dapat. Okay. Punta tayo sa number 41. Okay, in a tank, okay, are 100 liters of brine containing 50 kilograms total of dissolved salt. Okay, pure water daw is allowed to run into the tank at the rate of 3 liters a minute. Okay, brine daw runs out of the tank at the rate of 2 liters a minute. Okay, and then the instantaneous concentration in the tank is kept uniform by stirring. Okay, how much salt is in the tank at the end of 1 hour natin? Okay. So, dito guys, parang initial volume natin is 100 liters. Okay, initial content din ng salt natin, it is 50 kilograms. Ano pa? Okay, pure water na naman yun nilagay, so capacity of inflow, wala ka na namang solute. Sa zero ito. Rate of inflow natin, it is 3 liters per minute daw ito. Okay, rate of outflow naman this time is 2 liters per minute. Alright? So, kunin muna natin guys, okay, yung ano natin dyan. Okay, output volume natin, equal na sa input volume, plus rate of inflow minus rate of outflow times time t. So, ito guys, mag-equal lang kay 100. Okay, plus 3 minus 2 times time t. So, output volume pala natin dyan guys. Okay, habang naglalagay tayo ng 3 liters per minute, yung volume pala natin guys sa tangke is tumataas din. Okay? So, in this case, okay, magiging capacity of outflow natin, sabi natin equal lang kay Q over VO, no? So, pwede natin gawin yan na Q over 100 plus T natin ito. Okay? In that case, applying yung dQ dt equal kay Ricky Rocco. Okay, so this will be equal lang kay dQ dt. Okay, mag-zero ulit ito guys, no? Okay, ito naman is magiging negative 2, okay, times Q, okay, over 100 plus. So, by a variable separable, may iwan sa atin guys is dQ over Q. Okay, equal lang ito kay negative 2 dt over 100 plus t natin. So, integrate natin ito guys. Okay, pwede natin ma-simplify guys yung right side natin. So, lagi naman tayo nag-i-start kay time 0, no? Tapos gusto natin mag-elapse 1 hour. 1 hour is equivalent lang din kay 60 minutes. So, evaluate natin yung right side na yan, guys. Hindi na time na 60 minutes yung produce natin, kundi yung integral na to. So, negative 2 over 100 plus alpha x. Hindi siya always 0, guys. Nagkataon lang na purong tubig yung nilalagay natin. So, pwede rin na brine solution ulit yung ilalagay mo. Ito guys, nagkataon lang na dinidilute natin. So, wala siyang solute content. Okay? Pure water daw yung nilagay. So, wala kang... ang capacity of inflow natin guys, keep in mind, yung binabanggit natin kanina, capacity ng solute na nilalagay natin guys, okay, per volume. Okay? Kaso guys, purong water ito, solvent lang yan. Okay, wala yung solute content. Okay, so ito guys, evaluated from 0. Okay, papunta daw kay 60. Nagets naman yan, but sinisira natin lagi? Kasi tubig lang yung pinapasok natin. So, makukuha natin dito guys is negative 0.94. So, dapat pag nag-integrate tayo ng initial content natin ng salt is 50 kilograms, tapos yung x natin yun yung nasa choices. Di 1 over x, pag kinalk natin yan guys, bawat isa, okay, hahanapin lang natin kasi na mag-negative 0.94. Okay, so let's check this one. Integral ni 1 over x, okay, from 50, okay, papunta kay alpha x. So, calc lang natin bawat isa guys. Try muna natin si 15.45. Tignan natin kung magne-negative 0.94. So, medyo malayo. Okay, si letter B, try natin guys, si 19.53. Okay, so nag-negative 0.94 na sa letter B. So, safe to assume, answer natin guys, si letter B lang din ito. Question guys about this one. Nagets naman? Okay, yung ginagawa natin dito. Pag nagdi-dilute lang tayo guys, laging tubig lang inalagay natin. Okay, yung CI natin, 0 yun. Kasi wala naman tayo nilalagay na solute. Purong solvent lang yung nilalagay natin sa vessel, sa mixture. Nagets naman yung concept nun guys, ba't natin sinizero? Sige, copy niyo muna guys. Okay, screenshot niyo muna. Magsabi lang kung okay na guys, ha? Para screenshot na natin. Alright. Sige, let's proceed sa, ito na guys, yung sinasabi niya na, okay, sir, paano kung kailan hindi nag-zero yung CI natin? Ito na yun guys. Okay? And ganito yung lumabas na problem dati guys, okay, nung one year ago na board exam, 2 board exams ago. Okay, so a tank now has 40 liters of sewage runoff. So that will be our initial volume natin. Okay, it initially consists of 60% water and 40% pollutants. By volume siguro to. So another sewage runoff with 70% water and 30% pollutant is being added. So yun na guys yung capacity of inflow natin. So, ang nilalagay daw natin na pollutant, yun yung consider natin na solute. It is 30%. Okay, so we can let na 0.3 lang ito ng volume natin. It's being added out to a tank at the rate of, so rate of inflow na nilalagay natin dyan is 3 liters per minute. Okay, as the tank is being filled, okay, the solution daw is also being drained at the rate of, dine-drain daw natin to at a rate of 4 liters per minute naman. Okay, so how much pollutant is in the tank, okay, after 7 minutes? So how can we solve this one? Okay, doon tayo guys sa capacity of outflow natin. Wait lang, output volume pala muna. So this is equal lang din sa initial volume plus rate of inflow natin na 3, rate of outflow natin na 4, times time T lang ito. So, output volume pala natin dyan, maging 40 minus T lang ito. So, capacity of outflow, we can represent this as Q over 40 minus T lang ito. Okay? So, yung ano naman natin guys, differential equation, pwede natin gawin na dQ dt. Rate of inflow natin is 3. Capacity of inflow natin is 0.3. Okay? Minus. Rate of outflow natin is 4. Capacity of outflow natin is Q over 40 minus T. So in this case, we can apply guys, okay, yung linear differential equation. So it is maging 0.9 minus 4Q, okay, over 40 minus T. Okay, for the simplifying this, in linear mode, okay, dQ dt natin guys, plus, okay, 4Q over 40 minus T equal lang din kay 0.9. Hindi na natin siya pwedeng ma-variable sa parable kasi hindi natin ma-separate guys si T. okay, kay Q dito. So yung magsisilbing P of T natin dyan, si 4 over 40 minus T. Tapos yung magiging Q of T naman natin, equal naman ito sa 0.9. So apply natin guys ng, okay, linear regression. Linear regression, linear, guys, DE. So kunin muna natin yung integrating factor. So equal lang ito kay E raised to P of T natin dyan guys is, okay, 4 over 40 minus T. Okay, dt lang ito. So, multiply natin ng negative sa loob, negative din sa labas ng integral. So, ito is maging e raised to negative ln ni 40 minus t lang din ito. Or, pag sinimplify natin yun guys, magiging 40 minus t raised to negative 1 lang ito. Negative 4 pala. Okay, meron pang dito guys, no? Okay, 4 pala sa loob. So, integrating factor natin is 40 minus t raised to negative 4. Since sabi natin sa linear differential equation, integrating factor times nung natin guys, Q. Equal ito sa integral ni integrating factor, okay, times Q of t, dt lang ito. So, this will become 40 minus t raised to negative 4Q. Equal lang sa integral ni 40 minus t raised to negative 3, okay, times 0.9 dt lang ito. Multiply natin ng negative both sides, guys. Okay, so ang tendency nito magiging negative ni 40 minus t raised to negative 4q. Okay, equal lang din ito guys kay 0.9. Okay, integral ni 40 minus t. Sorry, negative 4 dapat ito. Okay, raised to negative 4 times negative dt lang ito. So naka-chain rule na yung nasa loob ng integral, no? So it is negative 40 minus t. Okay, raised to negative 4 times q. Equal na lang din ito guys kay 0.9 times 40 minus t raised to negative 3 over negative 3 plus t lang ito. Alright? So in this case, may equal lang ito kay negative 40 minus t raised to negative 4q. Equal lang din kay negative ni 0.3. Okay, 40 minus t raised to negative 3 plus c. So, multiply natin both sides by 40 minus t raised to positive 4. So, Q natin dito guys, magiging 0.3 na lang ito. Okay, 40 minus t dito. Okay, plus c times. Okay, 40 minus t raised to positive 4 ito. Sir, bakit naging plus? Kasi multiply mo man ng negative yung constant, constant pa rin yan guys. Okay, sabi natin, at time is equal to 0, yung content ng pollutant natin dito guys, 40% daw yon nung volume natin. So, kunin lang natin yung 40% ni 40 liters. So, 16 liters pala initially yung pollutant natin dyan. So, lagay lang natin. Okay, 16 is equal lang ito guys kay 0.3 times 40 plus c times 40 raised to 4 lang ito. So, solving for constant c, ano yung makuha natin na constant c natin dyan guys? Okay, so makuha natin that is around 1.56. Okay, 25 times 10 raised to negative 6. Okay, so perang magiging particular solution natin, Q is equal to 0.3 times 40 minus t plus 1.5625 times 10 raised to negative 6. Okay, ni 40 minus t raised to 4. Okay, so in that case, ano daw kailangan natin na ito guys? Time. At time is equal to 7 minutes, ano daw yung content ng pollutant natin? So it is making 0.3 times 40 minus 7 guys, okay, plus 1.5625 times 10 raised to negative 6 times 40 minus 7 raised to 4 lang ito. So, in this case, gaano karaming pollutant guys? By volume, yung makukuha natin dito. Okay, so makuha natin na volume ng pollutant, that is 11.75 liters lang. Okay. Sige, tapusin na natin itong DE guys, no? Okay, para after the break, okay, engineering economy na. Okay, maging topic natin. Magsabi lang kayo, no, kung gusto natin ano guys, okay, ilagay doon sa first part ng solution. So, two borders yung sago, ganyan yung tanungan guys. Medyo tedious. Okay yung pagkuha ng solution. First part. This one. Saan negative guys? Wait lang. Dito, negative both sides. Kasi guys, ang derivative ni 40 minus t, negative dt. So, kailangan mapilit natin to guys na nasa form ni u raised to nb. Kaya nag-multiply tayo ng negative both sides. Kasi sa, ano guys, sa integral, dapat mag-a-apply ka pa rin ng chain rule. Okay? Dapat nasa form pa rin siya ni u raised to nbu. Kaya we need to apply negative 1. Nagets naman, bakit nag-multiply tayo negative 1 both sides? Alright. So, let's proceed guys. Okay, sa last problem natin for differential equation. Find out natin yung equation of the family of orthogonal trajectories of the system of parabolas. Y squared is equal to 2x plus c. Okay, ang orthogonal trajectories guys, ang slope nito, tandaan natin, perpendicular lang to dun sa, ano natin, no, tangent lines natin. So kung yung orthogonal trajectories natin guys, perpendicular sa mga tangent lines, therefore, yung slope nila must be negative reciprocal of each other. So slope ng orthogonal trajectories dapat, okay, negative reciprocal ng slope ng tangent line natin. And diba yung slope ng tangent line, equal na sa first derivative ng curve natin. So, get natin yung first derivative nito. So, magiging 2y prime equal lang din to sa 2. Okay? We can cancel the 2 dito, guys. So, y prime natin equal lang pala sa 1 over y ito. Alright? Yung y prime na yun, guys, yan din yung slope ng tangent line natin. Okay? So, para makuha natin yung slope ng orthogonal trajectories, we need to get the negative reciprocal of this one. So, may equal lang ito sa negative y. Since ang derivative natin guys, equivalent lang din sa, since ang slope natin equivalent din sa first derivative ng, ano natin guys, okay, ng curve, okay, equate lang natin si slope na orthogonal trajectories kay dy dx. So, variable separable, maging dy over y equal kay negative dx. Integrate natin both sides. So, ln of y equal lang kay negative x plus c. Gawin natin silang exponent ni e both sides, therefore, y pala natin equal lang kay e raised to negative. So this will be our orthogonal trajectories. Yung problem ng orthogonal trajectories, guys, ito, marami ring lumabas na ganito. Okay, 2 board exams ago. Okay? So baka ibalik din na examiner natin. Sige, okay. Let's take a break muna, guys. Kahit mga 10-10 na tayo bumalik, guys.